everyone, today I am actually going to be filming a Throwback Thursday video. So in case you are not familiar with that, pretty much I went back to my August 2014, which was 2 years ago, favorites. I compiled all those products together, and I'm going to tell you how I feel about them. If I still like them, if I'm kind of like indifferent towards them. As I say for all of these videos, kind of the goal of these videos, if you want to have a goal, is to make these videos obsolete, because I've actually used all of these products up, so they've been in the empties, and that's kind of my final thoughts on something. For this specific video, I actually haven't used up any of these products. They're all makeup. So let's just go ahead and get into it. So I had 3 cheek products that month. First is the Nars Laguna bronzer. I got this little mini in a Sephora summer, I think it was, gift set. It does have a dent in it, but I haven't even hit pan on it. And this is one of those products where it's like you love it so much you don't want to use it. Just because I don't want to use it up, because I do love it and it is expensive. It's a super silky powder. It's right there. And it's a very cool tone. It's great for contouring. It's almost like a little bit green. I am more tan than usual, so it might be slightly light for me now, but I definitely think it could work for sure. Look at it. I mean, just like, it looks like such a natural shadow. It's like you can almost not even see it on your skin, but it's there, and it's just so natural looking. I really like it. I definitely know, obviously, that this is a very, very highly hyped product, but I think it's worth the hype. And what I was using to contour then was actually this blush. It's from Almay. I know they've redone the packaging of this blush line, so I'm not sure if they still have it, but if you find the original, or at least what they used to have, Almay Smart Shade blush packaging, I was using this brush that came in it. It is kind of reminiscent of like the Benefit Box blushes or the Nars Ita, and I just kind of was using it to contour and then buff out. I don't use this anymore. It's not a very soft brush, and I don't know, I'm not, as opposed to that, I really like this brush that I got in Ipsy a couple of months ago. It's by the brand Me. I don't know the name of it, doesn't have it, but it's just kind of this like general kind of flatter powder brush. So I dip it in and it kind of like deposits the product where I want it to go, and it buffs it out at the same time. So I really, really like this brush, and this is kind of taken over that Almay blush brush. Another bronzer that I was using that month was by Pop Beauty, and it's called the Sunkissed bronzer in Secret Sunshine. So this bronzer is nice. You can tell I've used it to where it had ridges. They're worn down slightly, but this is a big product, let's be honest. So here it is. It is shimmery a lot. It's got a lot more shimmer, and it's warmer than the other bronzer, the Nars Laguna. Let's just put some on. This is a big it's a BH Cosmetics number 17. Just kind of bronze my neck, my chest. I don't bronze that much anymore. I don't know, I kind of go through phases. I'm very tan for me right now, so I don't bronze, but I do kind of like a shimmery or bronzer. Gotta get in my tatas. You know, I think it looks really nice, and it kind of makes you look more alive. And this is a really nice one. I don't think it's too glittery. I have some where it's like you put it on, it looks like you just threw glitter all over your face. I don't have that issue with this, so I do like it, and I would recommend it still. And last but not least is this. This comes on Look a lot, and they do still sell it at Sephora in this size and the full size. And it's the Josie Maran Coconut Watercolor Cheek Gelee. The shade I have is in Pink Escape. And it's this very strange consistency. It smells kind of chemically, it always has. But it's like a gel. I mean, it's called a Gelee, and I feel like that's really accurate. It's like a gel down in here. And it's very, very pigmented, but it works really nice to kind of put on your cheek and blend out. It gives you a very natural looking flush. And the way I generally apply that is with my e.l.f. small stippling brush. So you can see when you first apply, it looks a little much. I do think it's kind of easy to go overboard with this product, at least in this shade. But hopefully you can see, it's just a really pretty natural looking blush. This is what I mentioned using this in that in my original video as well. It's really pretty, and I really do like it, and I still use it. I think it's a great base. I like to put things over it or just use it by itself. It's beautiful. I had one lip product that month, and it's this Nars lip gloss. When this came out, they had just reformulated their lip gloss formula. So this was in the shade Priscilla. And this is really extreme. I'm going to show y'all. I like to, it's almost like a liquid lipstick as far as pigmentation. It's a gloss. I mean, it's not matte by any means. But it's extremely pigmented. It's not sticky. I love the way it looks on my lips. It doesn't last a super long time because, again, it's a lip gloss. But I think that's beautiful. I still love it. Hot Pink is probably my favorite lip shade. I don't know. I kind of have this battle, turmoil inside me. I like to wear a lot of eyeshadow, as you know. It's not a new thing for me by any means. But I feel like if you wear too much eyeshadow and too much lips, you look like, you're going out, downtown, maybe doing some promiscuous activities. And considering I'm a marine scientist and I work in a lab, I feel like that's a little bit much, but you never know what's going to happen. So, it's kind of my inner turmoil, but I do love that lip gloss. I think it's beautiful, and I still do get some use out of it. So then I have two eyeshadows to finish up this Throwback Thursday. If you want to see my original video, it's really crazy to see how, it was 2 years ago, so I feel like it wasn't that long ago by any means. But I was just starting my senior year of college. I was in an apartment that I actually really loved. So it's weird because now, 2 years later, I've graduated from UF. I'm getting a master's degree. It's just, I never thought I'd be here. I feel like I looked really young, but I don't feel like I don't know. It's just kind of strange. But that's down there if you want to see it. So this is the Starlooks single eyeshadow in the shade Enter Eden. This really is one of my first duochrome shadows. It's this beautiful greeny teal, and then it's got this gold shift throughout it, which hopefully you can tell. It's not the most pigmented. I definitely think you need to use, it does come with a little sponge tip applicator. You definitely need to use that, and it's buildable. It can look very powerful, but as far as just with a brush or something, it's not so great. I think it's just very hardly packed in there. It does have a small little dent in it, but I obviously haven't hit pan or anything. So there you go. You can see that beautiful greeny gold shift throughout. It's beautiful. And like I said, it's pigmented to where it's buildable, and you can make it this pigmented maybe if you use your fingers or that sponge tip applicator. But I generally will use this is an Eco Tools shadow brush or something. You need more than just that. So here it is. I still love that. I still get a lot of use out of it and think it's really pretty. And last but not least is, I believe this was my first high-end palette, or my first eyeshadow palette, not ever, but my first high-end one. And it's the Too Faced Joy to the Girls palette. I love this. It had a lot of sentimental value for me. This was from their holiday collection of 2013. And I think it's a really nice collection of colors. I have done a full review of this palette, so I'll go ahead and link that below if you're interested. It came with a Lashgasm mascara, which was fine. Some of these shades are a little chunky. This Joy shade, which is this light blue, I've used it quite a few times. It never does exactly what I want it to do. But it's pretty. It's not like it's a bad shade. I don't know. I just never get the exact look I want. But this Cookie Dough shade is amazing transition shade. Twinkle is great. It's just really chunky. But look at that. I really like Tutu, this light pink, and then Sugar Plum, this really pretty shimmery purple. So there we go. This does have a lot of mattes in it, and it's really pretty. I mean, look at it. It's hard to complain. It's a gorgeous palette. I don't think any of them are very pigmented. Like I said, the only one that I'm just kind of like, ugh, it never does what I want is this icy, beautiful light blue in the shade Joy. But besides that, I think it's great. The only issue I do have with it is it's hard for me to come up with looks using just this palette. I don't know. Maybe I should pull it back out and kind of play with it some more. But I just know that I would be like there's a lot of things that look very similar. Like we have Twinkle, which is what I swatched, and we have Prancer, which aren't the same. but they're kind of similar. We have Chestnut and Yule Log, which this is Yule Log. It's a little darker than Chestnut, but again, similar. We have Spike the Punch and Tutu. Similar. You know, there's a lot of similarities, and there's only 15 shadows, so I don't feel like there's a lot of room for similarities. I do believe I've done a full review of this, so I'll link it below. It's a pretty palette. I do still use it. I do still like it. It's just not one of, I would not consider this one of my favorite palettes anymore. So, there's that. I hope you enjoyed this little Throwback Thursday video. I haven't been making these recently, and I really like them. I do have a whole playlist of them if you're interested. I'll link that as well as my favorites playlist. Generally, a lot of things that I put in my favorites are pretty good and I still like them. But just let me know. I hope you like this video. I don't know, I just kind of like lost my train of thought. Sorry about that. I hope you like this video. Let me know if you have any questions, requests, suggestions, comments. I love to hear from you all. It's one of my absolute favorite things about making videos. If you want to know what's on my face, as always, it is listed down below. So thank you so much, and I'll see you all real soon. Bye.